when you meet your friends, your master. Will you be ready? Here we are. I don't think anyone will be pleased to see us.
Mark the Ninja is one of the weirdest silent protagonists. Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Let's Play Mark of the Ninja.
There's the secret entrance. Remember the key. Hidden in light, shown in shadow.
Oh, it's this level! I completely forgot about this mechanic. This is one of those weird, sometimes incongruous puzzle elements that they just introduce in the 11th hour. And it works out because they get so creative with it, but it's still really strange. Most of them are going to work by operating either these big stone blocks on the pulleys like we've been doing to give the light sources line of sight to one of those objects that disappear when lit up, or it's just going to be manipulating the light sources directly. This one I find really clever, because we have to do 2 laps around this. One to turn the lights on in the first place, and then the other to actually reveal this big block above the vent. Now, once the light is blocked off again, we can no longer go back up that way.
We've used these tunnels countless times to sneak out on missions, but this must be the first time anyone's used them to sneak in.
So yeah, they get pretty clever and pretty creative with this. And now there's one more instance of how they use this mechanic, which is lighting up these big, almost Oni shapes.
Are you alright? Are the hallucinations getting stronger? You have to be careful. You may start to see enemies who aren't even there. And if your mind thinks you've been shot, your body will believe it. Those tracks will kill you, and so will the train. There's a reason no one but us ever uses these tunnels.
And they get a lot of leeway in doing some of this goofy stuff that normally you would have a hard time suspending disbelief for. They get some leeway with that because of the hallucinations caused by the ink in the tattoo. And they even use that to some really cool narrative and thematic effect as well. And even to tie certain gameplay elements in. Like these guards here. These are the normal Hessian guards, which you would think wouldn't really make that much sense since we dealt with Karajan. But they wanted this level to have more than just stalker enemy types in it. So they go back to the well with the initial enemy types that you're used to facing, and then even some of the upgraded mid-game ones, like the elites. And they get to explain that away as these being hallucinations. And they don't just tell you that in that little bit of exposition from Aura. There's something else. There's a little detail that we can glean maybe a little bit later into the level. I'll point it out when we get there. Yeah, everything ties into those hallucinations and how they're becoming more intense now that we have the final mark. This one's really cool because we have to wait until the trolley is close by, but not too close because the headlight is what makes that block disappear. Just gonna meld up against the wall and then pop out here. And now that we're back outside, we get... Ooh, where did you even come from? This isn't... Oh, well, I'm just gonna let him kill me. I have no idea where he came from.
You'll need weapons.
Okay, so we have to be quick. Oh, this patrol where?
Before we go any further, you'll need weapons. Old Tyra always kept plenty on hand at the top of the watchtower.
What the fuck? Okay, I don't know what happened there. That's super weird. Okay. But now that we're back outside, we actually get to spend a little bit more time in the outdoorsy area once you emerge from the subway the first time. Here, we are going to drag the light away in order to make the block solid, so that when we turn this crank, we don't get skewered. We don't get perforated by the darts. It's nice that we get to spend more time outside in this level, bouncing between, a couple of interior environments, but spending like long stretches of time getting to admire some of the environmental work they do in this level.
Good old Tyra. Even in death, you never let us down. Now we must find Azai before they find us.
You can make out so many different hallucinatory shapes in the fog. I love how detailed and layered all of this background art is. Like, it is extraordinarily complex, the way they layer that. I think all we need to do is push the light so we can hit this lever and duck. And I think that's also necessary to open up a door. Either that or it just makes passing through a little bit easier. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a door blocking this if you don't hit that lever.
This area is crawling with stalkers. It might be safer to duck into the subway tunnels and sneak past them.
Yeah, all of the backgrounds are insanely heavily layered. And it creates a lot of really, really nifty parallax as well. Because there are just an enormous number of different background layers. And then the hallucinations on top of that, just a couple of extras. Must make porting this kind of a nightmare. Oh, and yes, I do know that it's coming to Switch. Not at all surprised. Like every moderately to major size indie game from the past 7 to 8 years is gonna be making its way to Switch if it's not on there already or being ported. In the process of being ported already. I've been using my Switch a ton as my mobile Darkest Dungeon, or not Darkest Dungeon, Enter the Gungeon machine. Is Darkest Dungeon out on Switch yet? I think it is. Oh, that's another one I'm gonna have to get. Ooh, they looked up here anyway. Like whenever I travel, oh, that thing is just with me. Playing Gungeon. I have like a 6 or 7 hour train ride to Boston coming up, and then another 6 or 7 hour ride back. Just gonna be movies and Gungeon the whole way. Oh, it's gonna be my line machine at PAX. You are a little bit scary, the stalker right below me. And he's not even in range if I destroy that. This'll work out. I'm worried that he'll grapple up to me, though. Hasn't happened yet. He may just not be set to path all the way up there. No, I think I heard him. I just heard him swing. Oh, Mark of Serenity is beautiful. This is going really well so far. Aside from the mystery stalker dropping out of the sky at the beginning of that one section. Okay, so that's what you do. We'll have to keep an eye out for these pressure plates from now on. I don't think they're too prevalent in this level, but it's just an extra hazard to watch out for. There's another one right here, and we can actually use that to great effect. Just by throwing a dart and getting that stalker's attention. Whoa! He booked it across the room. Was not expecting him to come that fast. Oh, and luckily he's not going to go through the door, and he is going to walk back to his post, which gives him time to trigger and get killed by the pressure plate trap. Gorgeous.
Not much of a homecoming, is it? It's time to confront his eye. At this hour of the night, he must be in his garden.
And just look how much the tone and the color palette has changed. And how much that recontextualizes this area thematically. God, I love this part. By the way, that is what I was talking about before. The Hessian guards are actually just ninjas who you are hallucinating as guards. So a bit of a gameplay contrivance that they explain in a clever narrative way.
But if I remember correctly, there's a switch in the old dojo that opens these doors.
And that's indicated by that subtle poof. And then you can see the bodies, the model of the guards actually change to some of the ninja models. We're gonna wait for that guy to path back through the door. We could have killed him through the door, but I wasn't sure exactly where he was yet. Yeah, it's a much better view with how pulled in it is in this small room. How pulled in the camera is, that is. We're gonna hit that gong. There should be a guard coming in here. Let's pop back up into the crawl space instead of hanging from the ceiling, because I was worried he may have pointed his flashlight. That better not cause an alert, because the red text never popped up. He never got the chance to actually yell anything, even though he did notice me as I was falling onto him
here since we were students.
like a Brazilian wandering spider.
Do you remember this test? The statue holds the lever tight, and you have to find the release.
So this is another light puzzle. In this case, there are two different cranks. You can see them on that mid-floor. Each of them will manipulate a different floodlight. And you can kind of see the silhouette of the Oni masks. So we want to illuminate those two Oni masks with the floodlights, and then that will unlock the lever on the statue. Ah, that stupid me. We're gonna take that death. We are just gonna hold that L real tight. Just speed our way back to where we were. Shouldn't take more than a few seconds. I don't know if I have to hit that lever, but hey, might as well. Man, I feel really stupid for not taking a split second to just observe and see if he was gonna patrol or if he was just in a static position. Yeah, I should have waited for the head turn. Hey, that works fine though. So the sniper is in a really weird perch. So we're gonna do our best to just leave him alone, which is easier said than done. That sniper actually covers a lot of really important real estate on screen. Okay, so that's floodlight number 1. this is real tricky. And eventually we are going to have to go back out there for a longer period of time to turn that crank. Before we do any of that, though, I think I feel more comfortable just clearing all this out. I'm going through, even though there aren't any guards left, I'm not leaving any left over, rather, and taking all the spotlights out in the individual rooms. And the purpose of that will become clear in just a little bit. Okay, so we have to time this as he's going up. Oh, no, I only need the one turn. It was almost bad. But now, the lever on the statue is unlocked, so we can just go pull that. And we are kind of good.
This is part of the test, too. The doors will open on their own after a few moments. Just hold on. We know you're in here.
This part might take me a couple tries, because I'm definitely gonna retry this until I do it without getting detected, because this is the last encounter. And 30 seconds is a long time with the stalkers. Damn, if I was a little bit faster or drop down, that will work. Right. So I'm gonna cut ahead to the successful attempt. Holy shit, that works! It turns out this was the successful attempt all along. Like, I'm not out of the woods, but...
Get out of there.
Unfucking believable. So in this level, you can't hide in the vents from the stalkers. They will actually run through them and check, and they follow you pretty well. Their AI steps up dramatically in this level. And they really tend to box you in. Like, if you stick in one area for too long, they will tend to pincer you and come at you from both sides and leave you in an inescapable situation for trying to just turtle it out. I got really lucky in the spot I picked, though.
Now nothing stands between us and Azai.
Damn. Oh, that's so good.
Welcome home.
Thank you all for watching. Actually, I want to make sure that that one guard didn't annihilate my bonus. Okay, I think we're good. Thank you all for watching. Take it easy. Have a good one, y'all.